So we started financial maths yesterday. We talked about how we came up with this formula. Okay, A is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus RN. Okay, now that is for simple interest. Now there's another formula for compound interest, what we're going to get through tomorrow. Okay, so when we're talking about simple interest, we're taking out a loan, someone is putting interest on it, and you're paying it back. So our A is our acquired, P is the principal, it's the amount that you take out on the loan, the acquired is the amount you pay back. Okay. So if it's swapped around, if you're investing money on a simple interest, you are in turn borrowing that money to the bank. So we're still borrowing money. Okay. It's just in the other way. So when we have a look at it, we looked at a couple of examples, we looked how to work it out. We know that what's important is that when they say here 12% per annum, we need to write it as 12 over 100. Okay. If you do 12%, it's fine for now, okay, if you're in your calculator, but it's going to cause problems later on, I guarantee it. So let's rather sort the problem out now, 12 over 100. Leave it as that. Okay. So we learned how to calculate things and round things off, okay, and how to find percentages. So today we're going to do something called hire purchase loan. Okay, a hire. So if you hire a car, what does it mean? Yeah, so you go to like go to Avis or what's that one there at the airport, and you go and rent a car for a couple of days while you're driving in town, and then you go back. Okay, so you're hiring it. A hire purchase. If you buy something, what's it mean? You purchase something. You just buy it. It's yours exactly. Now a hire purchase just means you buying it. Okay, you have it now, and you are paying it off little bit by little bit through a hire purchase agreement, loan agreement, hire purchase loan. So a hire purchase loan agreement uses simple interest. That's very important that you know that, because compound interest, what we're going to look at tomorrow, is different to simple interest. If you apply hire purchase to that, you're going to go wrong. Okay, just make sure you know which formula you're using. So I want to have a look at this here. Hire purchase, a very good example. Who has a cell phone? Everyone has it. Okay. Who has it on contract? You know, you pay so much a month and you get some data and minutes and that. Have you heard of things like that? Or your parents have a cell phone contract. They have the phone now and they pay a set amount of money over a period of 2 years or whatever. Okay, exactly. So you have the phone, you have the data, and you have the internet plan or whatever you want. Okay, so that is called a hire purchase. It's your phone that you are paying off through a simple interest agreement. Okay, so let's look at this. Calculate. Okay, so Miss Morrison would like to buy a visualizer for 10,000 Rand. Yo, that's very expensive for one of these old boys. So, wants to buy a visualizer for 10,000 Rand. She makes a deposit of 3,000 Rand. She then pays 25% interest. That's a lot. On a hire purchase agreement for 3 years. Okay. Now, there's a lot going on here. It's like, no, there's a lot going on. So I'm gonna highlight it bit by bit and we're gonna break it down. So you want to buy a visualizer for 10,000. There's a deposit of 3,000. Who knows what a deposit is? So the deposit is the okay. So yeah, sort of. It's this money you pay at the start. So if you want a deposit, I must pay this now, and the rest is paid off in a loan agreement. Okay. She pays 25% interest. We can already see 25%. That's a quarter. That's a lot of money. Okay. On a hire purchase loan agreement for 3 years. Okay. Now let's go step by step and we're going to answer these questions. We're going to answer them. So calculate the outstanding amount. Okay. So she wanted it. Okay. The outstanding amount. The amount she has to pay is equal to. Okay. the 10,000 of the cost of it minus my deposit of 3,000. Okay, so the outstanding amount, she's paid 3,000 from it. How much is she owing? 7,000 Rand. Okay, it's important, the Rand there, it's because we're dealing with money, so it's almost like the units. Okay, needs to go in front. So, determine the loan amount at the start, okay, and end of the 3 years. Okay, so the loan amount at the start of the 3 years. So, how much money is she taking out? She's putting a loan for how much? For? Not 10, it's 7,000 because she paid the 3,000 deposit. So, at the start, okay, it is going to be 7,000 Rand. Okay. Now, at the end of 3 years, what has happened over 3 years? She paid it, okay? So what has built on? You've taken out a loan, something's built onto it. Interest, exactly. She's paid interest on it. How do we find this interest, this amount she has paid afterwards? We use our simple interest formula. So, yeah. Pardon? So at the start there, it's 7,000. So simple interest formula. A, the amount after the interest has been applied, is equal to P, the amount we're taking the loan on, multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate multiplied by N. Now what is N? Years. The N is years. The R is 25 over 100. Okay. So we're going to put in our formula. So we want to see how much the A is after the 3 years. So we're going to say A is equal to 7,000 multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate of 25 over 100, 25%. Okay, multiplied by, how long was it? 3. Okay. So plug that in your calculator and what do you get? Let's see. 5,000. No, you've done something wrong there, then. I'm going to get my calculator out now. Where's it? Got him. Okay. Make sure you use your brackets. If you don't put your brackets. Okay. So it is 12,250 Rand at the end of 3 years. Okay. So at the end of 3 years, she would have paid 12,250 Rand. Okay. So what is that working out? We have found, okay, the principal, we started with 7, okay, and then after 3 years of simple interest at 25%, our acquired amount is 12,250. All right. So let's look at the next question. They're asking for the monthly installment. Okay. So if you at the end of 3 years you've paid 12,250. Okay. So at the end of the years, okay, she's paid 12,250. How many times did she make a payment if it's monthly installments? Exactly, which is equal to 36 payments. Okay. So how much is for one monthly installment? Okay, so the monthly installments is going to be monthly. Oh, there we go. Installments are going to be the amount A, okay, divided by what? 36. Now, what is 36? It is 12 times N. Yeah, exactly. It's 12 times 3 because my N value was 3. Monthly, that's where I get the 12. You understand? Okay. So, monthly installments is going to be 12,250 divided by 36. So we take that divided by 36. Okay. Okay, so 340 Rand and 28 cents. Ah, you didn't round up. 28 cents, not 27. Okay. Do you understand what happened here? Okay. So we took we found what the A was. It was the acquired amount, the end of the loan, okay? Because it's the amount we borrowed. We borrowed 7,000. Okay. Then we put on the interest we had to pay. Okay, the 12, all that. Okay, and then we got out a final amount of 12,250. But we didn't pay it in one lump sum at the end. We paid it monthly. That's how hire purchase works. We found out what the A amount is, and we divided by the number of months in that period. If they ask for weekly installments, how many weeks in a year? 52, not 50, very close. 52. So then we say 52 times the number of years. Okay, but they're not going to do that, Shane. They'll generally, it's going to be in monthly installments because generally people get paid once a month. Okay, so have a look at the last question here. What is the total cost of the visualizer? The total cost. We have paid 12,250 over a period of 3 years, but what else did we pay? The interest is included in the 12,250. Exactly, the deposit. We paid 3,000 to start with. So the total cost is going to be A, my amount, plus my deposit, okay? And that's going to be 12,250 plus the 3,000, 15,250 Rand. So we take the A amount we found after we've applied interest, plus that deposit we minus at the beginning. Okay, there's a deposit at the beginning we paid. So, how much more did we pay for this visualizer? It was 10,000 Rand. How much did we end up paying? Over 15,000 Rand more. Okay, so over 5,000 Rand more. Because we totally paid in total 15,250. Okay, when we could have just paid 10,000 if we paid up front altogether. Okay, do you see that? Okay, so the total cost is because it's the deposit plus whatever we paid over the monthly installments. Okay, you guys good there? We'll go through more examples, I promise. We'll go through some more. Okay, so let's have a look at this one now. Mr. Picardo wants to buy a fridge on hire purchase. A fridge on hire purchase. Okay, so we're going to highlight this. We're highlighting hire purchase. When we say hire purchase, what formula are we using? The simple interest one. Okay. The cash price of the fridge is 4,600 Rand. Now, what does cash price mean? Who understands what a cash price means? Exactly, paid up front. If you go to Macro and you go there with the massive fridge and they go beep, and then you go, is it going to be cash or card? You whip out your nice silver card and like tap away, like, or you like swipe it or insert. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Okay. So the cash price is the amount without a loan, without interest. Okay. So what is that going to be? What value is that? It's going to be my A or my P. It's going to be my P, exactly. He makes a deposit of 10% of the cash price. A deposit of 10%. So the deposit, right? The interest on the loan is 15% per annum for 3 years. All right. So we're going to break it up into steps, little bit by little bit. We're going to say, calculate the deposit. So have a look at the deposit. It is 10% of the cash price. So we're going to say 4,600 Rand, right? and we're going to multiply that by 10%. Now, what's 10%? It is 10 over 100. Now, yes, I understand there's a percent button in your calculator, but I want you to do 10 over 100 because I want you to understand where that 10% comes from. All right. So it is going to be 10% of that is going to be 460 Rand. All right. 460 Rand. Calculate the outstanding amount. So he paid 460 Rand. How much is he going to pay? What's my outstanding amount? Simple. 4,600 minus that 10% there, which is 460. Do you agree? So we're going to have a final amount. Okay, the outstanding amount here is going to be 4,140. Okay, 4,140. Okay, so what is his loan amount at the start? Is my P value is going to be equal to 4,140. Okay, at the end of 3 years, so we're going to find our formula. A is equal to P 1 plus I N. Okay, so we want at the end of the 3 years. So the end of 3 years is going to be my A or my P, my acquired amount, how much we have to pay at the end. So let's put it in my formula. So we say A is equal to P I plus I N, and then now have a look at that. So we're going to say A is equal to 4,140 multiplied by my 1 plus. Now, what was my interest? 15% per annum. So we're going to say 15 over 100. And we're going to multiply it by how many years? 3. All right. So plug that into your calculator, and what do you get? 6,003 Rand. Nice little round number there. Okay, so now we need to determine the monthly installments. So this is at the end of 3 years. So how many months are there in 3 years? Pardon? 36. So we're going to say 6,003 Rand divided by 36. It's going to be 166.75 Rand. Okay. So if we have to look at this, what would his total amount paid going to be? Total amount paid. What is it? How much did he pay? What's my A value? It's 6,000. So the total amount is going to be the 6,003. But what did he pay in the beginning? Yeah, exactly. No. What did he pay in the beginning? What's that first payment he made? 460. What is that? It's the deposit. Yes. Plus the 460 Rand. So that's going to be 6,463 Rand for the total cost of that fridge. Now let's have a look at it. Let's think about this. Okay. 4,600 Rand. That's a pretty nice fridge. You know, it's not the best, but it's pretty decent. In fact, have you been to Macro lately? I have. I've got some nice stuff there. No. Okay. So 4,000. That's a pretty nice fridge. Okay, and he paid 460 Rand. Is 460 Rand a huge amount of money? Okay, compared. Okay, maybe for you, yes, because you're in grade 9. But for someone who's working and earning money, it's a big amount, but it's not that much. Okay, it's not that much. Is 166 Rand a month a lot of money? You guys probably get that like that in a week for tuck shop money sometimes. No? So it's not that much money. So do you see how if you can't afford something, okay, you can put on a higher purchase. Okay. But look at the end. You've paid nearly 2,000 Rand extra on top of that after 3 years. So is it actually worth it? That's a bit of a toss up. It all depends. Ah. Exactly. Pay up front. How do we pay up front? What do we do in order to save up? I said the word. You save up the money and you pay up front. Like, exactly. You see, so those kind of things are available, and that's why hire purchase is available. Because if you need a fridge right now, you can get a fridge. But if you want to get a new fridge, just hold on with that one and save up a little bit of extra money, over a year or two, and then go buy a nice new fridge. Sell the old one on Gumtree. Get the money. At Macro, the nice expensive. Oh, it's beautiful. It's double doors, and it's all nice. It's nicer. It's like the polished black, and it was, I think it was 22,000 for that nice fridge there at Macro. It was beautiful.
That's I think it was upgrade. It was a big upgrade. So like the thing was Bluetooth, and then I put it iStings, and I yeah, and then
Yeah,
even touch the big screen.
no. Why does a fridge need Bluetooth? Yo, that's way out of my price range. So so what I want you to do, I'm going to show you here. Look here, homework. Page 19. You guys, you're not most of you. Keyboard, I think you are writing a test later. You do know that. In Dr. Emery's class. You don't. Our guys don't have a test today. Please have a look. At this. Maybe try and take photos of each other's textbook. If you don't have it yet, and try this during test period or something like that. And you're going to see the more you practice this stuff, financial maths, it's easy. It's easy marks because it's two formulas. We're going to show you the next one tomorrow. I'm going to show you there, but it's easy stuff. It's just put it in, work it out, and that. Pardon? On this and then other stuff. Okay. Any questions? No. Okay.